Hi guys, Christina Blackfeather here again. Just gonna do a shorter video today because I didn't sleep and I have to get ready for work in a while, and yeah, early shift night. Hadn't done videos for a while because I really got sick. Just everything took the wind out of my sails. So I was kind of hiding out online for a while. I managed to get assaulted, and that kind of took some of my uh, feeling like dealing with, videos and stuff like that out. I just kind of hit a bit of depression there, and it's recent, so I'm still kind of not, you know, still kind of in a bit of shock, I guess is the best way you could put it. Um, yeah, it's been an eventful couple of weeks. Um, but I did make some progress. I said I was going to try to get a lot of the boring stuff out of the way, and I did just that. Now I've got the walls up. It's just, as this castle progresses, then I will be, adding stone details and stuff like that. And, but yeah, it's a lot of wall. There's just an awful lot of wall here. Of course, this was a portion I worked on last time, and then around to the front. One of the things I wanted to do today was work on another part of the mural, and well, let's see how. Just kind of showing you a bit of what I did first here. I do have the framework set up over here for the mural. Um, and then of course for the towers. So it's just a matter of filling things in, getting, the counts right on the areas where it matters, which is the front towers. Doesn't matter so much on the sides because they are moving around the landscape. So basically, until I got to this last stretch, I was doing like 6 block sections at a time, just filling this in. I'd go from where I had decided the netherrack start decoration, or the nether brick decoration was. And I do about 6 or 8 sections at a time, get to the top, add the decorative brick, and keep going. But this last stretch, I was actually able to figure out the decorative brick so that I could, um, define where this tower was going to end up being. And so still it is a matter of filling it in. Kind of, not the most exciting thing. One of the discoveries that I made, and when it gets dark, I'll show you something else I did here. But this little spot here that I had thought, pardon me, thought I was going to fill in, I'm not so sure I'm going to now. If I put some of the castle here and then do like a haunted dungeon down here, is kind of what I'm contemplating. Like put in iron cages with trapped villagers, and have alchemy down here and stuff like that, and just do, I mean, it's kind of limited what I can do with the blocks I have versus Neverwinter Nights, but I think there's some potential for an idea down there. So I'm not exactly sure. There may be a mage's tower right here, and then, all that filled in around it. And of course, the royals' house would be right on this thing here. So I now have ideas. This little lake, of course, you really can't see right now. This was one of the other things I did. And I don't mind it being frozen over. It's still trying to melt here and there, I guess. But yeah, it's some of the water flow actually was not there. Huh, forgot I had all that stuff on. Was not there when this had frozen over. I had it pretty level, but once the ice appeared. And once I get lighted buildings around it, I'm sure it's going to melt with the lighting, but right now, okay. This was just, oh gods, I'm so sorry. This right here is just for me to see what this is going to be on the glass. I think I covered this last time. Haven't touched it since, but just to look at things basically is it right at the moment. I just wanted to look and see what I was going to see. And so far nothing has jumped out at me yet. I have been playing survival with the guys and some girls. We got a realm back online, which is nice. Whoops, I went too far there. It's going to be changing anyway, of course. But yeah, doing a lot of survival. Right now I'm building a big red horse barn and just stalled all the horses today and have to harvest more wheat and make more hay bales and stuff like that. And hubby and I have a gigantic set of ravine systems underneath the area we picked. So we're just kind of trying to deal with building and not falling to our glorious deaths. We have one player, of course, that he's done some amazing deaths. He dies 3-4 times a session. It's funny. And we always tease him, and he's super good-natured about it. Especially when the one death, it was that he was slain by, how'd that go? He fell to his death while running from a skeleton. It actually said that in the game. That was so funny. And it's kind of nice when you just game and have a nice, good group of people. This mod still this world still feels kind of funny to me because I'm used to the same set of people being on it, and here I am. Until I get this back online, I've been playing by myself, and it just feels weird. So I haven't really. I think that's why I've been more on the survival server again lately, is just because it's nice having other people around. And I'm thinking too, I might set up a flat world for just demonstrating building different things. So I can do some videos on that. But we'll see. I'm so far behind. I'm making Christmas presents for everybody. So here you can see I underlit a little bit with magma blocks and with glowstone. Just kind of mimic that maybe there is a bit of a slightly warm leftover volcano or something there. I don't know. Not really sure yet. And of course all of this is going to have to be, fairly leveled out. I suppose I could take some of this out of here. Lower it down a bit. So I can have some buildings up against the wall and stuff. So That's where that is currently sitting. Still not sure exactly how much of that I'm going to take out for the tower yet either. So now that we can see how things are lit. One thing I was going to show some of you guys, I'll fly over to what was my medieval harbor. Still will be, but at the time that's what I was working on in survival mode. Yeah. There will be some editing once I get back over here working, because now that I'm not doing it in survival, I get to change some things up a bit. I think I'm going to keep the landscape and the setting of the harbor the way it is. And just probably add a few more taller structures in there, and of course get the ships in. But like this, the way I did this landscape and dug all this out and everything, I like that. And that I'm going to keep. There's a building I haven't finished yet. But this right here, just thought I'd show you. Really interesting texture. I really like this. This is the acacia wood. If you do it, I suppose if you went this, went with the logs this way. Whoops, pardon me, I flew too far. If you went with the logs this direction like I did with the dark oak, or with the spruce, pardon me, you'd end up with it looking more like siding. But then you also have the siding going this way, and all it is just the acacia logs set up like that. As you can see from underneath, that's how they turned out. But I just wanted to show you that. I thought that makes it a very pretty look there. And it's just an odd building, just to have another spot for villagers to get out and move around. But yeah, I wanted to show you that. I really like the look of that wood. So that's something to consider when you're doing building design and you get tired of the bricks and the oak planks and all of that, It just makes such a humongous difference. So here we go, flying. Well, let's see, lately too, we've been dealing with hubby's medical issues. He quit drinking Mountain Dew completely, and now he's a very skinny guy, so because his job, he drives delivery, he's constantly running. I'm thinking when I can retire from one of my nursing jobs, I'm probably going to pick up the same thing. But with the amount of Mountain Dew that he was drinking, he did end up getting bromine toxicity, almost to the point of bromine poisoning, because, well, Pepsi still uses it in Mountain Dew. It's from pineapple. So what it had been doing, of course, is mimicking MS symptoms. And yeah, it would have gotten progressively worse, where his organs would have just shut down and he would have died. Didn't know how long that was going to be, because, it's built up so long in his system, and just the hell did I do there? Anyway, it's just been, so much of it that he's drank over the years that it finally caught up with him. Why did I do that block? Because that doesn't fit in the front pattern. Okay, that needed to be there. Oh yeah, the front pattern had this. All right, so we'll go there. But anyway, his symptoms have really, really decreased. He's able to walk. Walking was extremely painful for him, um, just because it was that bad. Um, I mean, the stuff basically would have been killing him. And so, he was losing use of his hands. Um, it just wasn't doing him any good, unfortunately. Okay, so I had glowstone back there, black glass. Okay, well, let's switch that. Hi, spider. And obsidian. Okay. So we're actually pretty happy with the results of that. He's, of course, not super happy that he's had to quit Mountain Dew, but, because he likes the taste of it, and it's not as much caffeine, getting other stuff, but he's back to drinking coffee again and stuff, so that's all right. I've I had the Mountain Dew dark one that they had come out with, energy drink one that I went and bought one night just to taste it because I'm still not huge on pop. Like I'm drinking Crystal Light today, and I'm drinking iced tea, without sugar in it and stuff, and that's what I normally have. But I wanted to have a different flavor, so I tried it. It actually was pretty good. So I think for a treat once in a while, yeah, why not? But for me, once in a while, just trying to control the weight, of course, is not every week or anything like that. Unfortunately, I had so much physical pain from stuff going on, and the cold that I caught that went into my lungs and everything, that I wasn't able to work out again because everything hurt. I hurt so bad, and I still went to work and stuff. So all of my weight loss attempts I'm starting over again. Basically, that's the only way I can put it. And not happy about that, but that happens. Unfortunately, when you're overweight and have some heavy medical problems in the first place, um, sometimes those medical problems can just overwhelm you, and it gets hard to bounce back, but you gotta get back on your feet and do it anyway. Even after times where you're really super sick, you just get back on your feet and do what you can. Um, don't make it a reason to stop completely, you know. It bugged me taking the 2 week hiatus, but there wasn't much I could do, so it is back to physically starting over. I want to do a bike tour next year, and I can't do that if I'm not biking. And if I get my goal and get on the bike tour next year and I'm not too heavy to finish one, I will do a partial video while I'm on the tour, just because, because those are fun. And I know everybody's going to be like, well, did you really do it? Did you really do it? Yeah, I really did it. You know, part of it is I have to get a new exercise bike. I don't know if I'm getting a spinning bike. I'm afraid of putting weight on my shoulders yet. That's still healing up the rotator tear. So, don't know what I'm doing there, but the one I've got is really cheap, of course. I paid $5 for it at Goodwill, for Pete's sake. Not Goodwill, Unique. It's really cheap, but it does its job, but it's noisier than hell. And after I purchased it, the tension on it to increase the tension did work, and the speedometer did work until the exercise bike was sitting outside of Unique, and I went in and paid for it and was still doing some more shopping. I come back out, this guy is on it, and by this point he had pulled all of the wiring off of it. And here I'd already paid for it. Now, mind you, I only paid $5, but still, I was so freaking pissed. I yelled at him. I said, "Didn't you see the sold sign on this thing?" And he's like, "Oh, it's right there." I said, "Yeah, it's right on the dang handlebars. What the hell?" But some people are stupid, you know. There's some glorious stupid out there. Okay, so it looks like I don't remember what kind of clay I used on this. Well, I know I used green hardened clay. Lime. I'll put the lime in the coconut. Brown. Bone block. Okay. I'm not going to make these murals of the bonsai even. Because, well, the dragon isn't perfectly even. Neither one of them is. And so I kind of want to keep that feeling of a painting there. Which means part of this hill is going to have to come out. But since this is the great achievement of the Dragon King, Dragnot, it's got to be somewhat visible. All right. But some of the design elements are going to repeat. And of course the water level is going to remain the same. I used, now did they have a darker green hardened clay? No. Wait, what was that? What the hell did I just do? I don't know. Oh, cyan. That's what that was. Okay. We were discussing the other day, hubby and I, how I wish they'd add blue dolomite for a block yet, because they've got andesite and diorite, and wish that we'd be able to make stairs out of a lot of these blocks. Okay, so I used the bricks there. Okay. So let's put the tree in first, the base of the tree. It'd be nice if they, if we could do more stairs, like out of andesite and out of diorite and all these things, that we currently can't. It would be so much nicer. Okay, so use the dark prismarine for the land. I didn't use obsidian on the tree though, so. Right. Oh yeah, you're helpful there, Spidey. Oh, so helpful. Yeah, I know. The key with bonsais is you notice that a lot of them, the trunks are kind of twisted. Let's do this that way. So you kind of want to keep the same feeling. What if I do this? There we go. All right, there's the shape of that bonsai. Now, I want the design to still go towards the center like it has in the other tree. And you notice that tree over there is smaller. But that's okay. As I said, this is not the same. So what do I want to do? Actually, let's go this way. This one's actually too heavy. We want the design to look light. There we go. That's better. Still kind of minimalist. Of course, at the branch there, you're not going to have the leaf be right there, but maybe from another part of the tree up there. So I think this is what we're going to accomplish today, is just getting this second mural done. Because unfortunately, real life is going to beckon. I still have some illustrations to work on. All right, go with lighter green. With bonsais, of course, you don't really want it to look too solid. Again, very minimalist. I'll just set stone here for a moment. Okay, now the bone block for the flowers. Again, not too many. That looks good. All right. Oh, let's do one more right here. Break that space up. All right, so again, I need to deal with putting in kind of the sun aspect like I did right there, the lighting. I think I'm going to take it down to here. Of course, I don't want the lighting to look like a triangle either, but I think it needs it up here. These murals end up looking really nice and they're just super fast. As long as you remember, you can make this look good. Just remember to kind of, get some twist to your branches and things like that. Don't do a straight stick of a tree. And you're going to have a very, very elegant look. And it doesn't really even take an artist to produce something like this that looks decent, and anybody can do this. And so that's kind of my point of sharing it, because it looks really nice in this minimalist style. My husband said the tree is actually the favorite part of the mural here. His favorite part. He really liked it. And if the look doesn't please you, I mean, you're in creative mode, you can just change things up, And gonna want another white one here. And probably another darker green right here. Okay. And you see, you still get the same effect of that tree. Let's put some of the roots down in the water while we're at it. In this light, the diamond block really makes for a nice water effect. It's a really nice color. So once again, so we get the lighting in the back here. And I'm still not sure. I may widen this out further yet. But I think if I have this entire interior wall lined, that's still going to give the guards enough to be able to run through the wall to the different parts of the castle battlements. So, yeah, maybe not. Maybe I'll just leave it as is. But there you go. It's another kind of peaceful, gentle looking thing there. And that's a look I greatly enjoy. It's very understated. So yeah, you can just, just take those few blocks and ends up being very delicate and lovely. And I like the pink blocks in there. I just think it kind of gives a nice glow, almost like a setting sun type glow. So yeah, there we go. As I said, this one was going to have to be shorter today. I've got stuff I got to do before work. So you guys have a fantastic night. Next time, plan is to actually build the other tower just off the framework I've got over here without microphone issues. Like me forgetting to turn the microphone on. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll be able to tackle that next time and maybe start working on the grand staircase into the castle itself. So that's it. Blessed be everybody. You want to support me? My PayPal is down below. I don't have Patreon. And if you want to, help out with my Amazon wish list, just contact me on Google Plus or, on YouTube here and let me know and I will send you the link to that. As I said before, it's just like craft supplies and stuff like that. Some medical supplies, some cooking stuff, just nothing a necessity. It's just fun stuff, so up to you guys, whatever you decide to do. If not, hey, just still give it a like. Come back and watch some more. Bring your friends. And that's it. So blessings to all of you. Have a fantastic night and enjoy sleeping for me.